first of all, if you want to answer the question, please raise your hand and introduce about yourself first, and then answer the question. Okay, so please feel free to talk. Okay, because it's a clubhouse, it's a really great chance for you to improve your speaking skill. So you don't need to be shy. Okay, so just be confident and speak in English. Okay, so like you guys know that we today our topic about daily routine. So daily routine, we have some very common question like, do you have any daily routine? And what is the hardest part of your daily routine? And what is the most relaxed part of your daily routine? So can I ask one person to introduce about yourself and answer this question for me? Okay, so anyone want to answer the question? You can raise your hand, for example, like that. Okay, if you want to answer the question, just feel free to talk. Okay, so let's ask Mr. Tiền Đỗ. Are you here? Okay. Oh, yeah, you haven't turned on your mic. Okay.
Uh, I would like introduce myself.
Yes.
My name is Tim. I'm electrical engineer. At the moment,
Yes.
I as a new work result. I am a chief engineer.
Oh, okay. So you are an engineer and the major part is about electricity, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me can you tell me about your daily routine? Because I know that engineer is often a very hard job and require you to have a really high frequency working flow. So can you describe for me about your daily routine?
Uh, I usually get up early, about 5:30 a.m.
Yes.
For exercise, uh, walk around, and swimming on the sea.
Oh,
I
okay.
will start break first and drink coffee at a coffee shop about 7 to 7:30 a.m. I start working at my company uh, on 8:30
Okay, 8:30.
to 5:30 p.m. We'll see end the day working.
Oh, okay, I see. So, can you tell me, what is the as you can see on the screen? So, what is the hardest part of your daily routine, in your opinion?
Mm, I think if you good habits, uh, example, usually exercise,
Yes.
of him, play football or something like that will improve our healthy.
Ah, I see. So, your opinion was if we have if we have a healthy daily routine, we will not feel hard about that. So, okay, I understand. So, can you tell me what is your most relaxed part of your daily routine, in your opinion?
Yes, after the time working,
Yes,
I usually go out for coffee or drink beer with my friend
yes.
for relax after one through day working.
So
And
for you, that
yes,
was the most relaxed part of your daily routine, right?
yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so that is a very detailed answer as well. So thank you, Mr. Tian. All right, I see one person raise hand. Okay, so let's ask Miss Chang. Can you please turn on your mic and introduce about yourself and answer the question? All right, I see.
Yes, my name is Chang. This is the second time I join the class with you as
Yeah.
the teacher.
Yes, I
So
know.
I will answer your question on the screens. Of
Okay.
course, I have a daily routine, and I think that the hardest part of my daily routine is exercising because
Exercising.
I am too lazy to get up early uh, and do exercising. And doing exercise is also hard for me because I'm not good at kinds of these activities. And the most relaxed part of my daily routine is listen to the news in English at the end of the day because these activities is both help me to improve my English and um, also help me to update the news in Vietnam during the day. So I think I can enjoy this activity.
Oh, okay. So, like, you think that the hard part of your daily routine was exercising because you said that you are too lazy to get up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you often like doing exercise in the morning, right?
No, rarely because I cannot get up
Oh,
early. I just in time to get dressed and go to work.
okay. So,
Yeah,
like, maybe that is the hard part.
is it
So,
just my
yeah,
wish?
how to use your wish. Okay, so
Yeah.
like in my opinion, like when we doing something that like it's have repeat again and again over the day, it
Yes.
could be called the routine. But yeah, like you can said that you are too lazy to get up of your to get out of your bed to do exercise. So I don't. So I think that is just like your plan, not the routine,
Yes.
because
Yes.
sometimes you sleep over that. Okay, but
Yes.
yeah, I do
Right.
agree with you because
Yeah.
sometimes we are too lazy to get out of bed in the morning because yeah, I understand because after a very hardworking day we still want to sleep more and
Yeah.
maybe yeah, and listening to music or listening to English is also a very good habit and I think you should keep that. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Very detailed answer. All right, so anyone else want to like answer my question? Please raise your hand. Okay, just feel free to talk. Don't you guys don't need to be shy. Okay. Okay, so like most of you guys do like asked two person and you guys one person said that the hardest part of the was like like Mr. Tian said, you will not have a really like hard part of your day or your daily routine if you have a very healthy daily routine. Like for example, he like having coffee and doing exercise like after his work, so he often doesn't feel hard about his daily routine. Okay, but another person say that like they feel the hardest part of the routine was exercising because she was too lazy to get out of bed. That is the very like paradoxical opinion. Okay, so let us Miss Thủy Phương, please, uh, please answer my question. Um, Miss Thủy Phương, please turn on your mic.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I
All
forget.
right, all
Hello,
right,
everyone. This is my first time I take part in with Aroma. So I was
okay,
nervous. Yes, I
right.
would like to express my opinion. Um, my daily routine begin at about 6 o'clock a.m. and I I finished when I'm I'm go to bed at 10 o'clock. After I get up, I um, uh, to I get rest, and I have breakfast, and
Okay.
after that I go to work. Yes, and in my opinion, the hardest part of my daily routine, I think this is do chores, something like that. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning house, cooking, because um, I go to work, so I have a, a little time to stay at
Ah,
home. Yes, yeah,
all
but
right.
I always try to do my best in my housework. Yes.
Ah, okay. So how about what is the most relaxed part of your daily routine? Uh,
Yes.
be-
Well, the most relaxed part of my daily routine, after I doing after during a long day, I feel better. I feel relaxed when I get in my bed.
right.
Yes. Yes.
That is very like detailed. Okay, I do agree with you because like you said that because most of us like we are a person who go to work because I think all people here we have also the same like routine because we have to go to work, right? So maybe like after getting a very like hardworking day and you still have to cleaning the house, it will become feel very tired, and I understand that. But also yeah, maybe taking your time to bed is the most relaxed part of your day. I also agree with you because we can sleep or we can do whatever we want, and we live in our
Yes.
like we live like our inner place. Okay, that's very good and very detailed. Thank you. So all right, so let
Thank you so
us
much.
Miss. All right. So how about you, Miss Huỳnh Như?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, teacher. Good evening, everybody.
Okay.
I talk about my daily routine. Yes.
Okay.
Um, every morning I get up at 5 o'clock. After after I prepare breakfast for my family, and when my children go to school, I leave home at 7 o'clock, and I start working at 7:30, and I finish at 4:30 p.m. I pick my children up, big children up, and I go home. After that, I
Okay.
get I have I cook dinner for my family. And every day I relax. I play badminton 3 times a week, and I do yoga. Uh, it help it help me the concentration levels and increase positivity. Also, every morning I um, I relax by coffee and chatting with my colleague. And
Okay. All right.
in my opinion, the hardest part of my daily routine, I I have little of time for do exercise every morning, and I want to change, and I want to change the habit. Okay, that's
Oh,
done. Thank you for listening.
oh, okay. All right. So, very thank you for very detailed answer. So I see you are a very you are a person who like get up very like early and you are very healthy person, like playing badminton 3 times in a week, I can see that is a very like a high frequency or like just an average frequency, but it also help you to improve your health very much. And you think that like the hardest part of your daily routine because you have too little time for exercising, right?
Yes.
But like you also play badminton, so like maybe like that is the I think it's also healthy, but like because sometimes exercising can took us maybe 1 or 2 hours to have a really fully a good like a good workout. So yeah, maybe it is very shame for us like you have too little time to exercising, because exercising can help us to like stretch our muscle so we can become more like flexible. And for also like sometimes you play badminton you often get like injuries, and like we still have to do exercise to recover that. Okay, so very detailed
Yes.
answer as well, thank you for answer. So you want more time to exercising. Okay, so please
Because
like
I
manage your
like, yes, because I
yes.
like to keep myself active.
Ah, yeah, sure. So exercising is a very good way to recover your body after a very hard working day or a very hard like a very hard match, badminton match. Because people who play badminton who they often feel like we because badminton is a very like I don't know how to say, but like high tempo. It can be say like high tempo sport. So we have to use a lot of stamina or like our energy. So maybe taking exercise after badminton is a really good way. So you can try that to maybe increase more of your time instead of like doing exercise in the morning. So that's my opinion. Okay.
Yes, I have
But
this.
by the
Thank you.
way, okay, by the way, very good answer. Okay, so let us Henry. Henry, please. Can you turn on your
Yeah.
mic? All right.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone.
Okay.
My name is Henry. I'm 33 years old. I'm working
Okay.
as a sales engineer in Hanoi.
Okay.
Yeah. I am a quite simple person. So I have a daily routine. Day by day is always happen like that.
Uh,
Yeah. First, in the morning, I get up and take care of my children. So after, so I take them to school, and I have breakfast. When after I go to work, start to work, and in the noon I have take a nap. I have a break time for lunch, and sometimes take a snap.
you take a
Yes,
nap.
take a nap. Yes. When I finish work in 5 p.m. clock, I go back home and take care children again. Uh, After my children go to sleep, I have time for relax. Sometimes I watch a movie or listen to music. Sometimes I talk with my wife. In my day, I think the hardest part is when I get up, because I usually go to bed so late. So in
Oh.
the morning, I always get up too late. I don't want out of my bed. Yes, and the relax time I most like in the evening after the children to go to sleep. I have a free time and to do something I like. Yeah. This.
Oh, okay, very detailed. Thank you, Henry. So, maybe the hardest part of your daily routine is that you get up because you go to bed too late, right?
Yes.
So, really do you suffer from insomnia or something? Uh,
Sorry.
uh,
Can
Okay,
you?
so because you said that you go to bed very late, so
Yeah.
I asked you that does you suffer insomnia? Okay, so okay, let me chat the word for you guys. Okay, insomnia is in Vietnamese is mean that chứng mất ngủ. Okay, so
No.
do you suffer from insomnia?
No. 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 I have
Ah,
many things to do, and I want to chill with my free time.
oh, so you are very busy. So in the evening or night is the time you spend time for yourself, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so this is the reason why you go to work you get up very very late. Oh, I understand because
Right.
most of us will have very classic schedule. We are 9 to 5 person. You guys, I know you guys have heard about that word 9 to 5. That means nine like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a word most people spend time to working. So after that, I haven't had any child yet, so I haven't feeling. So I don't think that I can understand about your situation, but I can feel that when we have a child, we have to spend time with them. So our time for ourselves maybe lessen and lessen, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so that is just the same, but you still spend time for yourself. That is a very good point. But so just remember to go to bed a little bit early, so you will be not tired next day. Okay. So, by the way, I really like your answer as well because that's very detailed, and yeah, I do feel like your feelings because it's very it was the same. Like I often spend my time at night for myself too because I often finish my work at 10 p.m. So this is a very a night shift. So I don't have time for myself much. Okay, so thank you.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
so how about you, Mr. Hill? Okay, I see you raise your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, teacher, and good evening, everyone. I uh, I talk daily routine.
Okay.
My name is Hiếu. Uh, I'm an engineer. Um, I work at 5:30.
Cung của Việt là
I
Oh yes,
uh,
please continue.
yes. Uh, I exercise with my colleagues uh, until 6:30. And then talk shower. I go to the on-site around 7 a.m. And drink coffee with my colleagues. Start working at 7:30 a.m. To 11:30 a.m. I go home for lunch and take a nap. Uh, I uh, I return to the on-site at 1 p.m. And working until 5 p.m. After that, I go home um, and play soccer with friends, like football, swimming, running. I have a dinner at 6:30 p.m. Then I talk my wife and my daughter through FaceTime until 9 p.m. Then I go to bed. The end of my day. That's all.
Oh, okay, very detailed. So, in your opinion, what is the hardest part of your daily routine? Like,
Yes. The habit part of my daily routine. Is the working in fighting compare with colleagues.
Right. Okay, so maybe the time you working is the hardest part of your daily routine. Oh, I can
Yes.
see. So how about the most relaxed part?
Relax part. Relax
Yeah.
part. Okay. Drink coffee with my friend and my colleagues and
Oh,
play sports, dance, swimming and running together.
oh, oh, okay. So you often spend like time with your colleagues, like having
Yes.
coffee and also playing sport with them. And so that
Yes.
is the reason why this is the most
Mhm.
relaxed part. Okay, I can see. So maybe you have a really good relationship with your colleague, and I think it's a very good point. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
thank you, Mr. Hill. All right,
Yes.
having a good relationship with your colleague is a very like a really good thing in our life because we spend time with them, we share the joy with them. So like each other can understand, like we can understand each other more. So yeah, this is very. You got a point. Okay, so thank you. All right, thank you all you guys for sharing about your daily routine. So is I think we will move to the part today, the main part today about the vocabulary. Okay, so I know that you guys can also describe about your daily routine as well. Like I can heard from many people before you guys can also like describe about your daily routine. But today I still want to review to you guys some word. Okay, so in the first so in the very first word, okay, it is a very common phrase you guys often met when we describe our the routine. So look at this word. So anyone want to try to pronounce this word for me? Look at the phonetics. Okay. Anyone want to try to pronounce this word? Please raise your hand. Okay. So let us Miss or Mr. Zhang. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
Get breath.
Oh, okay. Get dressed. Okay. You also you pronounce is very like very good, but just one thing that you can see the T, like the letter T on the in the last one, right? So when we pronounce English, so most of us like will also forget to pronounce the ending sound, like include me because sometimes I also like forget to pronounce the ending sound. But okay, your phonetic was great, but just remember get dressed. Okay, it's have the T in the last. Get dressed. Okay, but
Get
also yeah,
dressed.
very good. So this is a noun. It's to be honest, it's not a noun. It's a phrase, but I don't know how why it's a noun. Okay, so get dressed. Can you guys get the meaning of this word? Miss Zhang, can you guess the meaning of this word?
I think mặc mặc đồ, thay đồ.
Title is very good. So about the second one, a very easy one. Okay, everyone want to try this word? Okay. Anyone want to try to pronounce this word? Please raise your hand. Okay, so let us Miss Sim Kiều. I see you raise your hand, but you not raise your
Yes.
hand anymore. Okay.
Yeah. To make breakfast.
Make breakfast. Okay, right. To make
Breakfast.
breakfast. Okay. So
Yes.
those were great, but just remember the word thread. Okay. So you can see the comma here, right? So when the
Yeah.
comma
To make
when the comma is like
breakfast.
okay, the stress we will like okay, make breakfast, but also like you pronounce good.
Make breakfast.
All right. So this is not an adjective. This is wrong. So it's just a phrase. So meaning here is like very easy. Làm bữa sáng. Okay, so in the first two word is a very easy one. Okay, so the next one. How do we pronounce this phrase? How do you pronounce this? Can anyone
The
know?
water plants.
Water plants. Very good. So what is water plant meaning? What is water plant
Tưới
meaning,
cây ạ.
guys?
Tưới cây.
Okay, that's very good.
Cây.
Okay, thank you all you guys. Okay, so the next one. So maybe many of you guys also familiar with this word, but maybe many don't. So how do you pronounce this word?
To do the laundry.
To do the laundry. Very good, laundry. So what does this mean?
Là đồ.
Very good. Giặt là, right? Là đồ or giặt là is both okay. So very easy, right? Okay, so the next one is more tough. Okay, this is my very I really like this word. So how do you pronounce this word? Anyone want to try to pronounce this word? It is a very hard word because you can see most of it can pronounce nighttime, but this word and next to it is a very tough one. Maybe. So anyone want to try it? Okay, Miss Zhang, please.
Sure.
Nighttime ritual.
Very good. Nighttime ritual. Okay.
Ritual.
So, okay, good. So, what is the meaning of this word, or what is the meaning of this phrase? Okay, so Henry, please. I see you raise your hand. Okay, so maybe the meaning of this word is pretty tough, right? Okay, so nighttime ritual in Vietnamese, it is like so we can say it like thói quen giờ ngủ, but like in ritual, it's a very special word. Okay, you guys can use it in the like some thing related to religious. Okay, so maybe I will explain it in Vietnamese for you guys. Okay, vậy thì ở đây thì chúng ta có cái từ là a nighttime ritual, có nghĩa là cái nghĩa của nó thì sẽ là thói quen giờ ngủ. Nhưng mà ở đây thì em muốn nhấn mạnh cái sự đặc biệt của cái từ ritual này. Đấy, cái từ này chúng ta sẽ đọc là ritual. Đấy, như mọi người thấy ở đây có âm sh, ritual. Ok, vậy thì cái từ ritual này có nghĩa là gì? Cái ritual này có nghĩa là một cái thói quen mà chúng ta lặp đi lặp lại hàng ngày. Nhưng mà cái từ ritual này nó cũng có một cái nghĩa khác. Ví dụ như kiểu là một cái nghi lễ chẳng hạn. Ritual nó sẽ bằng một cái thói quen, nhưng mà khi mà chúng ta dùng trong cái ngữ cảnh nó liên quan đến một cái tôn giáo gì đấy thì cái ritual này nó sẽ giống như kiểu là một cái nghi lễ. Ritual ở trong khi mà chúng ta sử dụng trong ngữ cảnh bình thường, ví dụ như kiểu là như cái từ này là a nighttime ritual thì nó có nghĩa là thói quen, nhưng mà khi mà chúng ta dùng trong những cái ngữ cảnh hoặc là trong những cái lĩnh vực nó liên quan đến tôn giáo thì cái từ ritual này giống như kiểu là một cái nghi lễ hoặc là một cái thủ tục gì đấy mà chúng ta phải làm để cho cái nghi lễ nó được gọi là thành công chẳng hạn. Ritual sometimes. So đây là cái đặc biệt của từ này. Đấy là tùy vào ngữ cảnh hoặc là tùy vào những cái lĩnh vực thì cái từ ritual này sẽ có hai nghĩa khác nhau. Đấy, ritual này mà chúng ta sử dụng trong những cái văn nói bình thường, ví dụ như kiểu là a nighttime ritual chẳng hạn, hoặc là ví dụ như là một người có thói quen rất là thích uống cà phê thì chúng ta có thể sử dụng câu là drinking coffee is my favorite ritual every morning. Đấy, là cái thói quen hay là cái nghi lễ của tôi thường vào buổi sáng. Ok, but in like khi mà chúng ta sử dụng trong cái lĩnh vực tôn giáo thì ritual có nghĩa là nghi lễ. Đấy, ok, vừa có nghĩa là thói quen vừa có nghĩa là nghi lễ, sẽ tùy vào cái ngữ cảnh mà chúng ta sử dụng. Alright, so remember a nighttime ritual. Ok, so khi mà chúng ta thích uống cà phê chúng ta cũng có thể sử dụng là đây. So I like drink coffee. So it is my morning ritual. Đấy, tôi thực sự rất là thích uống cà phê và đấy là cái morning ritual của tôi, đấy là cái thói quen mà buổi sáng của tôi. Đấy, em có ghi cái này ở trong chat của Microsoft Teams, mọi người có thể nhìn. Đấy, có thể sử dụng cái từ ritual này thay cho cái từ habit hoặc là cái từ gọi là một vài từ gì đấy liên quan đến thói quen để tránh cái lỗi lầm từ. Okay, so the next one, like this is a very like popular one, right? Not similar with the nighttime ritual. So anyone want to pronounce this word for me? It's a very long phrase, very long phrase.
To go
So
grocery shopping.
okay, go grocery shopping. Very good. So what does this mean in Vietnamese? Miss Kiều, can you tell me?
Yeah, đây là cái tiệm tạp hóa.
Có nghĩa là chúng ta mua tạp hóa hoặc chúng ta đi mua sắm. Đấy, ok. So bởi vì cái thường là những cái từ này là nó thường là những cái cụm, thế nên là cái nghĩa ở đây thì nó dịch cũng để mà dịch ra nghĩa tiếng Việt thì nó hơi bị dài và nó không được sát cho lắm. Thì ở đây là cái từ grocery shopping, to go grocery shopping có nghĩa là đi mua tạp hóa, hay là mọi người có thể dùng là mua đồ cũng được, gọi là mua đồ lặt vặt. Thì ở đây có cái từ là grocery, có nghĩa là cửa hàng tạp hóa. Đấy, cái từ này thì nó có thể là một vài người cũng biết rồi, nhưng mà có thể một vài người chưa biết, thì em cũng xin phép được nói qua một chút. Grocery từ này thì chúng ta sẽ phát âm là ok, like a grocery. Grocery có nghĩa là tạp hóa. Ok, so mọi người có thể nhìn ở trong chat. Ok, very good, thank you Miss Kiều. Okay, so next one, this phrase is a very easy phrase. So anyone want to try to pronounce this? Please raise your hand. Okay, Miss Zhang, please.
Hit the dream.
To hit the gym. Okay, so like hit the gym. So có nghĩa là tập gym. Okay, vậy thì why hit the gym? Ngoài bên cạnh cách nói đi tập gym, chúng ta có thể nói là to hit the gym, có nghĩa là đi tập gym, hoặc bên cạnh này chúng ta có thể nói là work out đều được. Okay, là đi tập thể hình. Okay, to hit the gym and work out, very easy one. Okay, so about the next one, this is very is an idiom and not so common. So I know most of you can pronounce this word, so I will not like call you guys to pronounce this because it is very easy, like rise and shine. Okay, just remember it is rise. It has the Z in the last, so please pronounce this. Okay, don't miss this. Rise and shine. Okay, it's an idiom. So can anyone tell me what is the meaning of rise and shine? Please, anyone know can raise your hand. Rise and shine. What does rise and shine mean? Anyone? Okay. So, oh yes, Miss Kiều, please.
Yeah. Mọc và tỏ sáng thì có nghĩa giống như là mặt trời mọc và chiếu sáng nha.
Like gần đúng. Okay, so rise and shine, đúng là nghĩa của nó có nghĩa là mọc và tỏa sáng thật. Nhưng mà thực ra là rise and shine, ý nghĩa idiom của nó có nghĩa là thức dậy. Ok, thực ra là idiom ở đây ấy thì nếu như mà mọi người chưa biết thì em cũng xin gọi là giới thiệu luôn, thì là idiom đó là giống như là một cái câu thành ngữ, có thể là hiểu nôm na là nó là một câu thành ngữ trong tiếng Anh. Thì ở đây rise and shine, tất nhiên là nếu mà mọi người dịch theo cái nghĩa đen của nó thì nó hoàn toàn có nghĩa là thức dậy, và nó hoàn toàn có nghĩa là kiểu mọc lên và tỏa sáng, like như chị Kiều đã giải thích. Nhưng mà rise and shine nó giống như kiểu là một cái cách chúng ta gọi một ai đó dậy vào buổi sáng vậy, nhưng mà theo một cái cách nó rất là tươi vui và một cái cách nó rất là vui tính chẳng hạn. Đấy, ví dụ như kiểu là wakey, like wake up, let's rise and shine. Đấy, có nghĩa là hãy thức dậy và tỏa sáng chẳng hạn. Đấy, rise and shine. Rise and shine là một cái cách khá là gọi là vui tính, hay là một cái nó mang một cái ngữ điệu rất là vui, hoặc là một cái thành ngữ rất là tích cực để chúng ta khi mà chúng ta dùng với ai đó để gọi họ thức dậy. Ví dụ như kiểu là wake up, like let's rise and shine. Đấy chẳng hạn. Thì ở đây là một cái thành ngữ, như cái cách sử dụng như thế nào thì mọi người có thể nhìn ở trong chat, là cả wake up, let's rise and shine là thức dậy và bùng nổ hoặc là tỏa sáng thôi. Đấy, kiểu vậy, tức là một cái câu khởi đầu ngày mới rất là đầy năng lượng. Okay, so next one is also an idiom too. So under the weather, okay, I will pronounce this for you guys. I also you guys also need to explain the meaning for me. It's also an idiom. So can anyone like explain for me the meaning of this phrase, to be under the weather? Anyone know the meaning of this phrase? Okay, Henry, please.
It mean không được khỏe.
Very good. Right, cảm thấy không khỏe. Thì when you like you feel slightly ill, not so ill, but like your mood is also down, you can explain for a person that like I feel under the weather. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Henry. Okay, vậy thì cái từ cái cụm từ under the weather này nó sẽ là một cái cách tương đối để xã giao, một cái cách khá là hay để chúng ta chỉ về cái tâm trạng của chúng ta. Tức là ví dụ như kiểu một cái buổi hôm đấy chúng ta cảm thấy không được khỏe lắm, chỉ đơn giản là không được khỏe thôi, không ốm nhưng mà cái tâm trạng mình nó không được tốt, chúng ta có thể nói là I feel under the weather. Đấy, thay vì nói là I feel ill thì nghe nó hơi bị ốm quá, còn under the weather chỉ đơn giản là hôm đấy là cái mood hay là cái tâm trạng của chúng ta nó không được tốt thôi. Đấy, thì chúng ta hoàn toàn có thể nói là to be under the weather. Okay, I feel like under the weather. Đấy, có nghĩa là I feel slightly ill or like a down mood. Ok, có nghĩa là chúng ta cảm thấy hơi bị mệt mỏi một xíu, hoặc là chúng ta cảm thấy bị down mood, chúng ta có thể hoàn toàn sử dụng cái từ này là I feel under the weather. Okay, so the last one. Okay, so this word I will not pronounce for you guys because that is not easy word. So anyone know how to pronounce this word or want to try to pronounce this word can raise your hand, and I can call you guys to pronounce this word.
The last word we cannot see, teacher.
Oh, you cannot see. Okay, please wait me a
Yes.
minute. So it is the word like appointment, like you guys can see,
Appointment.
right?
Yeah,
Appointment.
we can see now.
Appointment. So I
Appointment.
like you guys can also see the meaning, right? It means cuộc hẹn. Okay. So cái từ cuộc hẹn thì chúng ta có thể hoàn toàn dùng từ meeting, nhưng mà bên cạnh đó chúng ta hoàn toàn có thể dùng từ appointment. Right. So okay, very good. So like there is some vocabulary about like a daily routine today. Very easy, right? Because like about the topic daily routine, many of us can also know most of word, but there is some word I want you guys to remember, like the word number 5, a nighttime ritual. You guys can also use the word ritual, like instead of habit or like anything else. Ritual is mean like your like also your habit, but you do it every day and it makes you feel like satisfied. You can say it's a ritual, but ritual in some religious, like relate to religious, it can become like Vietnamese we can call it nghi lễ. Cái từ ritual này thì khi mà dùng ở trong một vài những cái ngữ cảnh liên quan đến tôn giáo thì cái từ ritual là có nghĩa là nghi lễ. Còn nếu mà chúng ta sử dụng ở cái bình thường thì nó có nghĩa là một cái thói quen hàng ngày. Ví dụ như kiểu là a nighttime ritual. Okay, and some idiom like rise and shine, right? So đó là một cái cách khá là đầy năng lượng để chúng ta gọi một ai đấy thức dậy. Let's rise and shine, right? Còn ngoài ra là còn một cái thành ngữ nữa, đó là to be under the weather, là chỉ khi mà chúng ta cảm thấy không khỏe lắm và chúng ta bị down mood, có nghĩa là cái tâm trạng của chúng ta nó không được tốt. Feel under the weather. Okay. And the last word, appointment. This means cuộc hẹn. Okay, it's a very easy one. Okay. And grocery is it tạp hóa. Okay, so I don't think any problem here. This is very easy word. Okay, so let's move to the structure. Okay, so about the structure, like before going to work. So how do you guys put? So like let's answer the question. Okay, so how do you answer when somebody asks you what time do you get up? What do you do after getting up? And when do you leave home for work? Okay, so let's ask you guys. Okay, so Miss Zhang, what time do you get up? Can you answer the question for me?
I get up at 6:30.
Okay. And what do you do after getting up?
After getting up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get get dressed, and
Okay.
preparing the the fruits for lunch. And
Okay.
yes, and then I go to work as about 7:15.
Okay. And when do you leave home for work?
I usually leave home for work as 6 6:30 p.m. Yes.
Okay.
No,
Very
no,
good.
no. Sorry.
Oh, not
I
Italy.
I leave home for work as around 7 7:13 a.m.
Oh, 7:30, or you can say 7:30.
Yes, half
Okay,
past
very
7.
good. 7:30. Okay, so that is a very easy structure you guys can use when you want to ask someone about their daily routine, like what time do you get up. You can also see the Vietnamese meaning beside that. That is a very common structure as well. So yeah, that is some structure you can use to ask some person. Okay, so about the answer, so how do you answer this question? Like Miss Zhang have already answered before. You can have some similar structure, like I often get up at, and it depends on your schedule. And what do you do after getting up? You can list of your activity, like I brush my teeth, then do morning exercise, and after that I make breakfast and get dressed. I Oh, that is very easy and very common. So let's skip through it. Okay. So at work, so how do you there is some question to ask a person at work. So anyone want to answer their three questions? Anyone want to answer their three questions? What do you do at work? How long does your breakfast last? A break time last, and what do you do in your break time? Anyone want to answer? Please raise your hand, or anyone want to try? Just feel free to try. Okay. Okay. Mr. Hai, please. How what do you do at work?
Yeah, the first thing when I come to my office, I check my email and check my schedule for the day, and
Mm-hmm.
after that, answer the email and make a report to the my manager, and after that, I celebrate to the need tag on the day and transfer to my member. Yeah, and enjoy the meeting, start up. Yeah,
Okay, that's very detailed about your work. So, do you have any break time?
yeah, we only have two break time per day.
Two break time
It
per day.
from yeah, it the first break time from 10 to 10 15, and the afternoon we have from the third from the 3 o'clock to the 3:30 o'clock.
Oh, so you your break time lasts about half an hour, right? It about 30
Yeah,
minutes break time. Oh, I see. So, like the question says, so during your break time, what do you do? What do you do during your break time?
yeah. Some time we play some game, and sometimes we
Oh,
you have a meeting when break time. Yeah,
wow. So you just only have 30-minute break
yeah,
time, but sometimes you still have to have a meeting during your break time. Oh, I feel so
yeah,
sorry for that. You are a very busy person. But yeah, playing your game during the break time is also a very good choice. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hai. So it's such a
yeah,
shame because break time is the break time is a time we used to relax, or we used to take a nap, or like you used to rest, but you still have to attend some meeting in break time. So I feel so sorry for that. So I wish you have a really good health. Okay, so let us Mr. Phạm Văn Tuân, let's talk
Yes.
about what do you do at work. Okay.
Yes. Hello, teacher. Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Yes, I spend 2 hours on checking email every morning.
Email morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
I spend 2 hours on checking email everybody, and I have a 2 hour uh, break time, and I spend 1 hour exercise yoga with my
Oh.
staff. Yes.
Okay, so you have
Yes.
like a 2 hour break time,
2 hour
and you
time. Yes.
two 2 hour break time. Wow, this is a
Yeah.
very long break time. So like can you tell me more about your break time? Like what is the time you often get? You what time is your break time? Like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or anything else?
Now 12 2 hour 2 hour
Yeah, 2 hour.
2 hour,
Like
and
from 12. Oh, oh
uh,
yes,
12
please go.
12 and 1 hour exercise yoga. uh,
Yes.
Yoga in my company. Yes.
Okay.
my
So you spend
I
1 hour.
I for high teacher play exercise yoga. Yes.
See.
Yeah.
So you spend your break time to
Yes. Right
play
time.
like doing the yoga with your
So
staff.
doing stuff. Yeah.
So like you are the manager, right?
Yes, my boss.
Ah, you are the
So
boss. Okay, I
yeah,
see.
so
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 no wonder
high
why you have.
teacher for high teacher go to a company, teach my staff and me exercise yoga.
Mhm.
That's a break time.
I see. So you are the manager, so no wonder why you have many time to break. Okay, I see. That
Yeah,
is very makes sense. Maybe exercise yoga during your break time maybe can clear your mind, right? Because
yeah,
doing yoga really can help us to have a really mindful mind. Okay, I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Very good
Very good.
answer and very
Free.
good habit.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so just keep your habit. Okay, this is a very healthy habit for your mind. So okay,
yeah.
thank you for sharing. Okay, so let us Miss Hương Hồ or Mr. Okay, I s- I see you raise your hand.
Right.
Miss or Mr. Oh
Yeah.
yes. So what do you
Yeah.
do at work?
As good. Every day.
Yeah, my stuff.
I will. I check email. I check email and reply emails. To solution problem. And
Mhm.
I am an accountant, and every day I check document, check invoice, make payment, make report. Uh,
Okay.
and yes,
Okay, so like do you have any break time?
uh, mm, mm, I I I only 1 hour for break time.
Only 1 hour for
From
break
12,
time?
yes, only 1 hour.
Okay.
From 12 to 12 to 1 p.m.
Wow, so like just 1 hour for break time. So what do you do in 1 hour?
Yes. Um, 1 hour for lunch, and after that I will go to sleep.
Oh, so wow, so you go like you have lunch and you go to sleep in 1 hour. That's how
Yes,
busy. That's how busy. You know that because I study
yes,
a little bit about finance, so I know that like being an accountant is not a very easy job because you have to deal with some
yes,
many number and many charts. So that
yes,
is a very it is such a shame because you only have 1 hour to rest or 1 hour to like to break. Like I know it's very
mm,
tired, so 1 hour is maybe a little bit too you know that a little bit too little for an accountant to rest. So I feel so
yes,
sorry for that. I hope you can keep in your
yes,
health. Okay, so
yes.
all right.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Well, thank you for sharing. Okay. All right. So, how about Miss Huỳnh? Let's share about your work.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Uh, every day, I I supervise the admission of new employees because at
Okay.
the second quarter of each year, when recruitment is completed, um, and every day, uh, first I supervise an admission of new employees. Uh, then I compare the timesheet data submitted by the unit. After that,
Oh.
I check my email and I can answer the question related to the human resources department.
Oh, so
Um,
you are.
yes,
Oh, please
I
go
check
in.
the preparation for the training, and after that, I refer to the gifts for the gift students that are children of employees. And finally, I update my legal knowledge or learn more training course to adjust for the next activity. Um,
Oh.
every, every day I have 1 hour for the break times and I sleep. I sleep
Oh,
in my break time because because that napping helps me stay awake in the afternoon shift.
Yeah, I can see that because you sound so busy. Many like become a supervisor and also have to work with also have to like cooperate with the human resources like team, right? So like can I ask you that what time does your break time like at because you said that you only have 1 hour break time, right? So what is the time you get a break time? Like what time is your break time? I don't know how to ask, but
Uh,
yes,
from 11:30 to
past
half past
11.
12. Yes, one
Wow, half
hour
past
for
11 to half
lunch
past 12.
and
Just
rest
one
time.
hour. Wow, you guys sound very busy. Like many like it's just one person have 2 hour of break time and like most of you guys have like very less time to break, like just only 1 hours or below that. So okay, it sound very you guys sound very busy and like really I really like concerned for that because there's a little time for rest. So maybe like your health maybe I don't know, but this sounds very tired if we have just only 1 hour break time. Like in my work, I have like 2 hour break time, and I think it is a very average break time of the worker in Hanoi. So yeah, you guys are so busy. So yeah, I feel so sorry for that. Okay, so thank you for all you guys sharing. Okay, so like when the person asks you what do you work, how long does your break time last, what do you do in your break time, you guys can answer like this. There is some like for some example you guys can see and maybe you guys can write it down if you don't know how to answer if somebody if somebody asks you that. Okay, so most of people use their like spend most of their time at work to meet the client, the customer, or the partner. Okay, so beside that, like some people also work at the break time. So that is sound very shame. Okay, so there is some example like structure or examples answer you guys can use when someone asks you about some question like that. Like I do some research and write a report. You guys can see a Vietnamese translate into here. Like so, if you guys don't know how to answer, you guys can write it down and study that and answer that to the person who asked you. Okay. Okay. So my break time lasts 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 30 minutes. You guys can choose the thing to describe about time. And I have lunch with my colleague, co-worker in my break time. Okay, so I think most of people spend time with their colleague to eat lunch every like every nap time. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So where do you often go after work, and what time do you typically go to bed? Anyone want to share about your habit? So, what time do you guys often go after work? Because I see that most of us finish work at 5 p.m. So we still have some a little time to go to anywhere. So do you guys often go anywhere after work? And what time do you typically go to bed? Anyone want to share? So maybe I will go first. Okay. So after work, I finish my work at if I like I do the night shift, I often study my work at 10 p.m. It's very late, so I often come back to my home after my shift because 10 p.m. you cannot go to anywhere. Maybe you can go to the bar, but maybe you get tipsy in the night and cannot go to work is the next day. So I often go to bed at 11 p.m. Just 1 hour after my shift because I'm very tired, right? So, Miss Hương Hồ, can you tell me where do you go? Like, where do you often go after work, or what? Okay, just answer the first question first. Okay.
Yes. Oh, after work, I often go. I leave office. I uh, go to market and buy some food. After that, I go to my home, and I am taking care children, watch from children, prepare dinner, cooking, and clean my house.
Oh, so like you often
Yeah.
go to the market after you finish your work.
Yes.
Oh, oh wow.
Um, yes, I spend time from my family.
Like you sound very busy, right? Because right after work
Yes,
you have to go to the market.
I'm very busy.
Yeah, so after the market you still have to prepare dinner for your family. So
Yes,
that's not very busy, and you also have 1 hour to rest during your break time.
yes,
So what time do you typically go to bed? Like every day?
um, yes. Every day I go to bed at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. This is very early. Okay, because very tired,
Yes,
right? Very tired day. Okay, I
yes.
can see.
I go to bed with my children.
Oh, you go to bed with your children. Okay, I see. So we have to go to bed early because if we stay up late, the children will not sleep. So they will stay up
Yes,
late with us too, and that is not very good for their health. Okay, I can see.
yes,
Thank you so much.
yes.
Okay, so anyone else? So anyone want to share for me where do you go after work and what time do you typically go to bed? Anyone? So okay, how about you, Miss Zhang? Where do you go often? Like, where do you often go after work?
Mm, After work, I often go to come back home, and sometimes I go out with my friends, and we bring coffee and talking about the job and the hobby.
Oh, just
Yeah.
keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I usually go to bed at 12 a.m.
12 a.m. Oh, wow. So, can I ask you when do you finish your work?
Yes.
Like what is the time you finish your work every day?
I finished work at 5:30, and
5:30.
yes, and
And after
I will come back home at 6:30.
6:30. And after that, after like you will go to like drink coffee and talk about job with your friend after you finish the dinner, right?
Yes, I will come back home
So
first. So after that, I go out with my friends.
that is very impressive because after getting it, I for example after I finish my dinner, I cannot drink coffee because it will make me stay awake an entire night. So that is a very so I'm pretty impressive about your answer because you can drink coffee after dinner and still you can still go to bed at 12 a.m. So that is a very impressive answer. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
how about you? Okay, so how about you, Mr. Hill? Can you tell me where do you often go after work?
Yes, I can. Um, After work, I often to go home and get rest. I play sport with colleagues or with friends like football, running, and swimming. Sometimes I play game with my children or cooking with my wife.
Okay. So
Yes,
what time do you go to bed? Typically go to
uh,
bed.
I typically go to bed at 10 p.m. About 10 p.m.
About can you say it again? I cannot hear it clearly. Maybe about your internet. Can
Yes,
you answer the question? Oh yeah.
I typically go to bed at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay, now I can
Yes,
hear that. All right. So maybe after your work, you do some exercise and playing some sport. So that will make you tired, and then you can go to sleep early. Oh, that is a very good
mm,
habit. Because right after we finish our work and we go to the sport, we go to play the sport, and after that we go to home to get dinner, and we will feel very tired and we will want to sleep. So that's the reason. I can see that is the reason why you sleep early in 10 p.m. Okay, thank you so much. And how about you, Miss Tanga? Like can you answer the question for me? All right.
Yes. Hello, teacher.
Okay.
I After work, I often come back my home because I leave office so late,
Oh,
about 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yes. So I want so I want to come home now. Um,
Ah,
yes. Um, Sometimes I go shopping with my friends. Um,
Okay. So maybe 7 p.m. So like yeah, I know that 7 p.m. is some not too late, not too late, but it's also late for dinner, right? Because 7 p.m. we like come back home from our office. That maybe took us maybe approximately 50 or 30 minutes, and that is pretty late. Oh yes. Please going. Please keep going. Do you have anything you want to say?
Um, I often go to bed in 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Wow.
Yeah.
So what time do you get dinner every day?
I have dinner at the 7 p.m. Sometime 8 p.m.
Oh, so like so you often eat dinner at your workplace, or like you come back home and eat dinner or at home?
Um, at home. At home.
At home.
Yes.
I see. So after finish your dinner, so maybe sometimes you go shopping, right?
Yes.
Like, I can see. So go shopping after dinner. That is not a very bad choice. That's a very good choice because we are full and we can also have a very relaxed mind to go to the dinner, to go to shopping. Okay, thank you. That is a very interesting habit as well. Okay, so thank you for all of you guys like answer. Okay, so for some person, most of the like often come back home right after we like finish work. So there is some example when to answer when someone like asks you the question. So you can say that I often go to like shopping, go to a coffee shop, go to anywhere. So I often study English. So most of people still spend time to study English when they get home after work. And you can also say that I usually play sport like Mr. Hill at like yeah. So I also live or like some example here like I get insomnia, so I often go to bed quite late. So as you guys know that insomnia in Vietnamese, we in Vietnamese it is chứng mất ngủ. Okay, so when someone suffer from insomnia, they like they cannot go to bed pretty like early. So the person who suffer from insomnia, they often go to bed pretty late. Okay. So thank you for you guys about this part structure. So about at home. So I think this is a very easy. What time do you arrive home? How do you spend your evening? So most of you guys can answer the time you arrive at home. So could you guys please share to me about how do you spend your evening? And is your morning routine different on weekend? And if so, how? Like because I know that weekend is the time we relax. So maybe your maybe our morning routine maybe a little bit different from our like daily day. So for me, like I often arrive home at like I already said to you guys it's about 10 p.m. And I also spend your evening at my workplace because I often work at the night shift. And at the weekend like every day, like for example every day in the day in the week, I often get up very not so early at 8 a.m. But for me this is early. For you guys maybe it is late, but for me it's pretty early. And maybe in the weekend I often get up at it's not a good habit. I often get up at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. and I also spend my all of my morning just staying lying on my sofa and like watching TV. It's a little bit different from my daily day. So anyone want to share to me like how did you spend your evening? And about your morning routine different on weekend? You guys don't need to answer the first question because it's a very easy one. So let us Miss Zhang. So can you tell me that how do you spend your evening?
Mm, in the evening, I spend 1 hour for my for the dinner, and after that spend time to listen to music or watch what my favorite movie, and about 30 minutes I learn English or read a book. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is your morning routine different on weekends? And if so,
Mm,
how?
my morning routine different. In the weekend, I get up lately for
Yeah.
the morning routine because I have 1 day off in Sunday, so I usually get up at 7 or 8 a.m.
7
Yeah,
or 8 a.m.
yeah, and because I usually go to bed less in last night. In um, every day I always go to bed at 12 a.m. But at Saturday I maybe get go to bed at 2 or 3 a.m. So
Ah, okay. I can see. So yeah, because it is the Saturday night, right? So
yeah,
it's the time we spend our time to relax or scrolling like TikTok or like anything else. So
yeah.
yeah, most of
I
people
have
often. Oh yeah.
I spend many time to watch my favorite movie in
Ah.
that Saturday evening.
Oh, okay. See, so you are a person who really love like watching movie, right?
Yeah.
So you can consider yourself as a cinephile. Okay, the word cinephile, you know that word, right?
Yes.
Ah, right. The word cinephile last mean if I mean we can call it like the no phim ảnh. Okay, so you can I can consider that you are a cinephile. So
Yeah.
very good. So like spending our time in the Saturday night to watching movie, and yeah, it's a really good way to relax, but maybe not too late because maybe it is will not a it will cause a very bad like a problem to our health if we stay up late. But just one day, just one night, so I don't think it's many have any problem with that. So thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
so how do you answer if like somebody asks you the three question? Okay, you can answer I arrive home at is and like the next one really depend on your time, and you can spend time. You can say that I spend my evening with my family member. Like this is just an example, and in case you don't know how to answer, you can really note that and use that. Okay, I spend my evening with my family member chit chatting and watching TV. So like not for many people, but most of them, like most of us, like in I often spend my evening with my family member if I don't have a night shift. Like we often chit chatting and watching TV together. And actually, like instead of waking up early, I prefer to launch on my sofa all morning at the weekend. Okay, so you guys can note the word like lounge on. So lounge on, this means like you can see the translate meaning in here. Okay, so I also write it down for you guys in the chat. Okay, so you guys can use that. Okay, lounge on. This means you okay. the loud you often go with the preposition on. Okay. So okay, so maybe we will have like not many time. So let's move to the discussion part. Okay. So let's discussion. Okay. So for you guys, it's important to keep a daily routine, and why? And the second question is, how can modern technology help people to maintain their daily routine? So let's discussion on the first question first. Okay, it is important to keep a daily routine, and why? Can anyone tell me the answer or your opinion as well? Let's hear from you guys. Opinion. It is important to keep a daily routine, and why? Okay, so let's hear from Miss Tanga. It is important to keep a daily routine, in your opinion.
I think it's important to keep a daily routine, but daily routine is good. It make me it make me have a plan to work, to relax, and do something do something with I have to I have to I have to do
Mm.
and December I get up early in the morning at 5 a.m. And then I do exercise morning about 30 minutes. Um, then I have breakfast with my children because my children have to go to school at 6 at 7 a.m.
Oh, okay, I can see. So
Yes.
I just want to ask you like I want to ask you that like it is important to keep a daily routine. So you answer is yes. I think it's okay. So can you tell me? I want to hear from your opinion that like how can modern technology help people to maintain their daily routine? So in your opinion, let's hear your opinion. So how can modern technology help people to maintain their daily routine?
Uh, uh, I think modern. I think it can help people to maintain their daily routine, such as uh, um,
Such edge,
uh,
like so in my opinion, like I think that yeah. So like okay. So I will share my opinion. Okay. So in my opinion, I think that like maybe some it's really depend on the way we use the modern technology because if we like for example we have an iPhone, right? So we can also set an alarm for us like every day. For example, if you want to wake up at 5 a.m., you can also set an alarm at your phone. So it really can help you to maintain your routine. So that's my opinion. So how about yours? Okay, so like let's hear from okay, thank you, Miss Tanya. So let's hear from another person's opinion. So for you guys, it is important to keep a daily routine. and why? So anyone want to answer or share your opinion? Please raise your hand. So in my opinion, I do think that it is important to keep a daily routine because keeping a really stable daily routine can help us to maintain our our life, can make our life become better. And for also but for me that technology maybe sometimes not really help us to maintain our daily routine if we don't use it in the right way. Okay, so that was my opinion. So how about you, Miss Zhang? So do you think it is important to keep a daily routine?
With me, I think it have a um, it good or best. If I keep a daily routine good, it make my life better, healthy, good. But if I have routine is not good, I think I if I keep do it every day, it will affect my life.
Yeah, I can see. So this really depend on the daily routine of like
Yeah,
is healthy or not, right?
yeah.
So how about the second question? Like, do you think like how can modern technology, like you can see the second, okay?
Mm,
So how can modern technology help people to maintain their daily routine, in your
mm,
opinion?
yes, in my opinion, I think modern technology help me remind the word or the task I need to do. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the time I need to exercise or need to read book, I will set up the remind to set up a clock to remind me to do it.
Oh, okay,
I
very
think
good.
it's a
Because
good.
yeah, you got a point. Because like we can see that like most of the phone today, we also have the part of like a note, so we can note off like our daily work in that, so we cannot miss a single one. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is the really good way to use technology, to use modern technology to maintain their routine. Thank you so much. So how about you, Miss Hương Hồ? What is your opinion?
Yes. Um, I think it's important to keep a daily routine. If
See?
if it's good routine. Uh,
Yeah, if you have a good
First,
routine, right?
yeah, start as um, routine. Get up early. Um, eat and go to bed early on time. Um, Finish work on time and um, exercise every morning.
Yeah. Right. If we have a good routine, waking up early and exercise every day, we should keep that
Yeah,
routine. Yeah. So
yeah.
like about the second, how can modern technology help people to maintain their routine? What do you think about that?
Yes, yeah. I think modern technology help 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 people to maintain their routine because start as alarm uh, um, mm,
So it's
about
like write out our plan, right? We can note
yes
our plan.
and yes such as a smartphone. I set up my stick notes and remind calendar in smartphone.
Remind calendar. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like
Stick
I
notes
think like yes. I think
for
most of
work.
us like yes.
Yes,
Please keep going.
yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I do agree that like most of us do think that the technology can help us to the iPhone can help us to
Yes.
maintain our daily routine by like we can note
Mm.
that down, note our all of our work
Notes
down, and
and
so
remind.
we yeah and remind us so we cannot meet a single one. I also agree. So yeah, for me like when we make plans is will help us to easy to follow. And when we easy to
Yes,
follow
yes,
our plan, we will have a better time
yes.
management. And after we have a better time management and better plan, we can improve our self discipline. That you can see that.
Uh,
So with our self
yes,
discipline, we can make our life become more balanced. Like we will have a very balanced work life balance. Like I think most of it like always want to have a very work-life balance. And beside that, because if our daily routine is good, it can also help us to reducing stress and anxiety, right? Because if we become too stressful, it will cause us to have anxiety. And if we have stress and anxiety like for a long time, it can cause us to become depression. And yeah, so like as you guys said that because there are many and many mobile phone app can help us to make schedule for our activities, to follow up work, and to remember things. I do agree with you, but for me that like the technology can help us to work smarter. So as you can see, it can help us to reduce the labor needs, and for also we can work from home. So, like you can see that we have a chronicle that like mobile application will enable us to plan and manage our daily routine by checking our tasks and helping plan ahead. So yeah, right. So there is some words you can note down. Like I also like name some Vietnamese. I also translate it into Vietnamese for you guys. So you guys can use this phrase word or use this word to like to describe or to talk about when somebody asks you about the topic, the routine. You can use this word, okay, and you can use the idea, because I think that is a very common ideas and very good idea we can use when somebody asks us about the technology effect on yeah your daily routine. So yeah, so you guys can take a note of this. Okay, that is a very useful like phrase support as well. So it's also the end of the our clubhouse today. Okay, I will change to the previous slide for you guys to note. Okay, and I think this is the end of the clubhouse today. So do you guys have any question for me? And if not, you guys can you guys can leave the room because it is pretty late now. So do you guys have any question for me about the lesson today? And if you guys don't have any questions, you guys can leave the room and yeah, maybe have a really great night with your family. Okay. All right. So any question?
No, thank you, teacher.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So
I got this
just
for me.
yes. So no question. Both of you guys don't have any question. Okay. Thank you. So please take a note if you guys need that, okay? Because this is a very useful phrase, and
Yes.
maybe you guys will need it in the future, okay? And if you also already take a note, you guys can leave the room. And I wish you have a really good time with your family, or maybe have a great night, okay? It is quite late now, so maybe you guys are already tired. So maybe have a good sleep. All right.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you,
Okay, so
teacher.
Thank you so much.
thank you guys so much for attending the class. All
Good
right.
night, everyone. Bye.
All right.
Good
Good
night,
night, everyone.
everyone.
Night.
No.
Bye.
Okay.
Take care. Yeah. See you.
Take
Good
care.
night,
Or you guys
everyone.
take care. Okay.